Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another weather forecast. And I do apologize for having a super late video, but I just want to have another update on the potential for another major snowstorm that's most likely going to occur in the Northeast and New England area, most likely this weekend into early next week here. So we're definitely watching at the possibility for a very large, significant nor'easter here that can bring in well over 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts and obviously extremely heavy snow and rain. We're also going to be seeing some potential massive flooding as well with extreme accumulations here. This is still a few days out. Won't really start until really Saturday night. So there's plenty of time for models to change. So don't take this 100% seriously. The models you see, they're not going to be 100% right, but this is what we have so far right now. If you're looking at the European, GFS, Icon, and even CMC here in this video. But without further ado, let's get in the forecast. So first we're going to be talking about where this storm is right now. And this is actually this low pressure that's going to cause this potential nor'easter up the east coast. Actually, the low pressure is bringing snow right now for portions of the south central. So we're also going to be slightly talking about the south central in the beginning of the video. And then we'll obviously go to the northeast here. But the low pressure right now is bringing snow for Oklahoma, Texas, Colorado, and even Kansas. So we're seeing a very snowy south central for some areas here. But this low pressure is going to go across all the way to the southeast here and then come out in the mid-Atlantic coast here. So it won't be a cross-country snow event because once it ends tonight, it'll only be rain because of the very warm temperatures across the southeast. But once it goes to the very cold temperatures there due to the cold from the northeast, it'll convert back into snow by the weekend. But we do have windstorm warnings there for areas up into northwestern Ohio, Oklahoma, including Woodward, Alva, Gage, even up there near Canadian, Texas there, Oklahoma City, under hazardous weather outlook. But we do actually have weather advisories as well for Clinton and Elk City there in Oklahoma. And then we also, as well south of Dodge City, we do have a couple windstorm warnings there. Dodge City, Garden City, Liberal, and Lillicis, Kansas are also under winter weather advisories. And then all the way up there near Boise City, Borger, Amarillo, and Pampa are all under winter weather advisories here. But let's go take a look now at the models here to look at the track from the storm from where it is now all the way up to the northeast. So again, here it is. This is where it is right now here. So this is the origin of this low pressure basically here. So we are continuing to see some snow, some flurries, and some slight rain showers as well to the east of that low pressure. So we are going to be seeing some slight severe weather across areas in Arkansas, eastern Texas, and much of Oklahoma as we are having some storms in the warmer areas like Texarkana up to Little Rock areas, Tulsa, Miami, Ohio. Not Miami, Ohio, Miami, Oklahoma, getting to areas as well into near Shreveport. But the snow right now, we are having kind of that freezing line right there. So anything really at this point is 33 or above. Anything here is 32 or kind of anything below that. So we are looking at that snow right there. It's going to be very light, but we will have some decent accumulation as it'll stick along throughout as you go through the overnight hours. As temperatures are going to continue to drop, we will see the snow becoming widespread here and really will stick again for the next 24 hours here. Going to even bring snow down near Topeka, Kansas there, continue to bring snow for northwestern Kansas as well. I mean, it's going to bring in some biggest snow events still for northwestern Oklahoma, and it'll diminish by that Friday time frame. Snowfall totals expected again. Like I did say, we're going to be seeing a good amount of snowfall still left to come, up to 6 to even 8.7 inches of snow still left to come. That's a good amount of snow. Some of these areas have already got around 4 inches, so it's definitely going to bring in a good amount of snow, especially for the south central at this time of the year. There's 6 to 8 inches there in northwestern Oklahoma, and then we're having the highest total up to 8.7 inches there in southwestern Kansas, south of Dodge City there. Dodge City looking at a good 2 to 3 inches left to come. Looking at far northeastern, the far counties there in Texas are looking at a good 3 to 4 inches. Amarillo looking at a good trace left Of course, Oklahoma City won't see anything. They are going to be seeing above freezing temperatures, and same has to go with eastern Texas and up to Louisiana. But let's track this storm from where it is now to where it'll be in the northeast here. So as you do see, this will continue to bring some snow all the way up to as well near north central Arkansas and southern Missouri. That's quite the interesting thing to look at here. But as I did say, the warm temperatures in the southeast, since they were very cold obviously the past few days with Dane, and now they have gone a warm up coming from someone in the southeast. I do know about that warm front or that warm up. We are going to be seeing now that converting into rain there, so not going to be snow the whole time. Going to bring a big rain event by Saturday morning here, all the way from Alabama up to Massachusetts. So we're going to be seeing a big rain event. Of course, can't forget about the amount of rain we're going to be seeing up the East Coast there, but it won't be till Saturday night. Whereas those temperatures continue to drop, so will the rain will start to convert into snow there, and there you're going to see it. This is going to be a nor'easter. It's actually going to come out there near Virginia. It's going to bring in a ton of snow, and I mean extremely heavy snow. Really, the only model that's actually getting it this intense is the European model, obviously. So we still have plenty of time to change. So like I did say, don't take these models and snowball totals 100% seriously, because it still is going to change quite a bit here. GFS is really showing the opposite of this, really showing nothing whatsoever. That's just the GFS. That's what the GFS does. Extremely heavy snow for areas like Worcester, Pittsfield areas up to all near Caribou up in Maine here. But this is also going to bring in some major flash flooding, not just blizzard conditions, because this will bring in nor'easter winds. And we're looking at up to 70 to 75 miles an hour sustained. Yeah, that is sustained for some of these areas here. But gusts really going to stay obviously under that 80 mile an hour mark, but really heavy snow with extreme winds for areas like New Hampshire and up in the New England area here. But let's actually zoom in here. Actually, I did not want to do that. Let's actually zoom in here. I did not mean to do that. That is my bad. I accidentally spoiled the snowfall total map for a split second here, but you guys already saw my last video. So this is the next 66 hours by Saturday evening. We're kind of coming in with really chilly rain here. The winds are pretty calm. Really nothing over 20 miles an hour. But as we now get this low pressure kind of neared, it's going to bring major flash flooding for areas in the mid-Atlantic, like Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, all the way to Maine, where you guys will start off with the rain. And then it slowly converts by the next 72 hours here. So really late Saturday night, going to slowly now convert that rain there as we get overnight temperatures will continue to drop, now getting just under below freezing. We will start to see some freezing rain and slight snow showers popping up by Saturday night into now around midnight here on Saturday there, or this technically Sunday. This snow is going to blow up and the winds are going to start to really increase here. There's that low pressure. You're going to be seeing that onshore breeze here that is going to bring in as well some slight storm surge, really under a foot there, but still going to bring in, like I just say, some flash flooding there for Massachusetts, for Rhode Island. Even going to still see some slight rain there for Saturday into Sunday morning for the mid-Atlantic there. But look at how heavy the snow could possibly be based on the European. I mean, absolute blizzard conditions for Worcester, Massachusetts, up to Hartford, Connecticut. Extremely heavy snow for New Hampshire and Vermont up to Maine. And by really early Sunday morning, it's going to continue to just become a bomb cyclone here, with that low pressure going down to 976 millibars here, so well over dropping 20 millibars in 24 hours there. And still by Sunday evening, still dropping snowfall totals there for areas in the higher elevations in the Appalachians. By Monday morning, we're still going to be seeing a few snow showers here, but low pressure will kind of calm down quite a bit, so wind will finally have a break from the strong winds, but gusts could still be, up to around 30 miles an hour still. Snowball totals on the European. The European is really showing a massive storm here, and obviously this may not happen, but it's still something to keep in mind, because we all know European is one of the best models when it comes to snowstorms. They were accurate for Dane, but also inaccurate. Some people told me the European was extremely accurate for their forecast. Some people told me I was very accurate for their forecast, and I was really going off the European on that. And some people said it was a bust. So really the European did an okay job for Dane. Some it really aced it. Some it really blew it up. So I believe the Europeans still something to really look at, especially how their reputation with winter storms, but this could still change again, guys. So based on the European getting that really heavy snow, then once it passes New York City, once it passes New York, that's when it's gonna really blow up here. And this is because these temperatures here, they're gonna be kind of just at freezing or just above freezing. So we will get some snow for these areas. It just won't be that intense. As low pressure, it's gonna get stronger as it goes more to the north, following that jet stream. So really, the more north it goes, really the more intense it is. But looking at a good 1 inch maybe for New York City, 1 to 2 inches for Long Island, getting up to around just under a foot there for the Adirondacks, around 7 to 9 inches. Looking at around 4 inches there near Worcester, so around 2 feet for Worcester. Again, this could very well change. 1 to 3 inches for Boston, around 1 to 2 inches for Providence. Looking at a good foot of snow there near Hartford, around 3 to 5 inches near New Haven. Looking at Burlington, Vermont, their snowfall has increased now to around maybe even anywhere from 6 to 11 inches of snowfall there. Looking at Montpelier, around 17 inches of snowfall near as well Burlington, around 17 to 19 inches of snowfall. Up near Mount Washington National Park there, we're looking at around 46 to 51 inches of snowfall. There's at max 51.8 inches there. 20 to 24 inches near Manchester and Concord, New Hampshire. And then for the far western side, if you split kind of made it in half, it's going to kind of be the western half that gets obviously the most amount of snow. We have those Appalachians, but on the coast, that kind of coastal effect, we're going to be seeing a lot less snow there. But let's check out the icon as well. Icon is showing a big snow event just way more to the east, I guess you could say that. I mean, some areas are looking at around a 5 feet of snow, and Mount Washington are really getting less than a half a foot. So that's, again, like I did say, malls are really all over the place. So there's not really much you can really do about it. But it's showing a lot more snow to the east now. So all the way to Pennsylvania, near the Poconos, getting around 4 to 7 inches there. Allentown looking at around 1 to 2 inches there. State College, 1 to 2 inches. Harrisburg, around a trace to an inch. But look, very interesting here. Kind of central New York there. Near Ithaca, looking at around 4 to 6 inches there. And this general area, looking at around 32 inches. That's still a good amount of snowfall. 3 feet, just under 3 feet, obviously. That's very interesting there. That's going to really increase snowfall for Albany. Albany, around 4 to 6 inches for this one. The Adirondacks, some areas in the far upstate New York can get up to 10 to 15 inches. Burlington will really increase here to around 8 to 15 inches there. Burlington still going to be around 8 to 15 inches. So either way, Burlington's going to get a big snow event. Either way, really, either model you look at, unless you look at the GFS. This is the GFS. I mean, I don't know what to say about the GFS. I mean, this could be right. This obviously could be right. I just don't see it because this low pressure has a really good chance to really strengthen here. So that'll really help bring in extremely heavy snow for a good amount of time. That's what nor'easters do. So I just not sure about the GFS. It's still nothing to, you still can't rule it out. I just don't really see it being a possibility. Obviously, the rain here, in the next 72 hours, we're going to be seeing extreme amounts of rain in a rapid array here. So we're going to be seeing massive flooding here. And up to Delaware, we're going to be seeing up to around 2 inches there at that point. It's going to be at 992 millibars is low pressure. Going to get already just near an inch of rain near New York City there, up to as well near Long Island. As we continue on now, by the next 78 hours, this will even bring up to 2.7 inches of rain there near Newport, up near Foxborough. Going to bring around 1 to 2 inches there for much of the New England area. And for people who don't know, this amount of rain for the New England area is not too frequent unless obviously you get a low pressure. But this low pressure is really strengthen fast from 992 to 980 in just 6 hours there, and then going to continue to drop to 974, and then start to increase. So there's a chance we're looking at a potential bomb cyclone here. I mean, it's nearing it, obviously. It's just getting under that really criteria for being a bomb cyclone here. But nor'easters obviously are known for being a bomb cyclone. We're looking at the maximum. This is maximum wind gust here for every 6 hours. So in the next 78 hours, we're going to be seeing up to 35 wind gusts there for portions of Hartford. Looking at around 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts as well near Long Island, along the mid-Atlantic coast, anywhere from 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts. But things have to change when you get near Cape Cod and southeastern Maine, looking at around 65 mile an hour wind gusts. Now getting around 70 mile an hour wind gusts here, looking at Boston, 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. The whole state of Rhode Island getting over 40 mile an hour wind gusts. And those higher elevations there near Rhode Island, we're looking at 70 mile an hour wind gusts here. I mean, it's going to be absolutely crazy. And these winds will stay here days after the storm moves out. It's still going to get 43 mile an hour wind gusts there, 37 mile an hour wind gusts on Wednesday. And then things will finally start to cool off or kind of calm down by Thursday. But how is this possible? Isn't there a massive warm front in the east? There kind of is, obviously, since Dane moved out. We are seeing that warm front moving in. But after that, since it still has now a few days, there's going to be a cold front popping up now in this weekend here. Going to bring in anywhere from 5 to 7 degrees below average. So that we're not going to be seeing crazy temperatures like we saw with Dane, where we're like 20 degrees below average and seeing not wind chills, but actual real-time temperatures in the teens here. But we are going to be seeing some slightly below average temperatures here that will help get those overnight lows to below average. So that's exactly like areas like Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Won't get too much snow here. It's going to be those areas really in the higher elevations where we're going to be getting in those 20s here. But that's going to really, it's not going to be really strong. It's not going to be too strong of a cold front here, but temperatures will be cold. This is real-time temperatures here on the morning of Sunday when that snow's really popping off there in the New England area. Looking at 32 degrees there near New York City, 29 there for much of eastern Pennsylvania, 25 near Allentown. Looking at 30 degrees there near Boston, 26 near Hartford, 21 near Pittsfield, 20 up to some lower 20s there for much of Vermont, up to around 19 degrees, 15 degrees actually in the upper Adirondacks. And then actually the highs struggle to really get past above freezing here, though. That's the one thing about this cold front. And then we're looking at here at the Monday morning here. This morning temperatures continue to drop as well, looking at 13 degrees. This is not wind chill. This is real-time temperatures in near Mount Washington, 23 for Hartford, 26 for Providence, 24 for Boston, 20 for Worcester, 13 near the border with New Hampshire. Looking at 20s there and teens up there as well for Western Maine. And then by really Tuesday morning, this storm's really out of here. It's up near Quebec, far up in Quebec, and even further northeast than Quebec. We're going to be seeing those temperatures still getting colder. 11 degrees on Tuesday morning again. Not wind chill. This is real-time temperatures. 14 degrees near Hartford. 15 there for near I forgot the name, but near Concord. Oh, Manchester and Concord there. 11 there as well near the Vermont and New Hampshire border. I mean, it's going to be really cold there. And they continue to drop out all the way to Wednesday morning, 9 degrees. I mean, it's going to be really cold. But hope you got into the video, and bye, guys.